Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. Coaches like to say, play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe already putting her to work with some injury news. Holly?
Guys, it is a wild scene here down on the field. The home coach has told me pregame they have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting out the first quarter. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they adjust. The Huskers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Straight ahead, it's Wallace. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. Not a lot of room to field this one. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. They'll run the RPO and work right.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Wood. Trying to burn this defensive back. Goes high to pull it in. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. The run inside. It's Nelson. Fights off a defender. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. And it's incomplete on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. State sends the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. That's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Raiola. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Extending the play. Just gets rid of that one.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
2nd and long here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Deep shot for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
He won't get there. The defense with a 4th down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Stopped right there.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Dropping back, it's Wood. Throws for the tight end. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Out wide left, it's Hunter. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fields the punt. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking for space. It's Martin. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Under pressure. And they got it.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the 3rd play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Through the noise, Raiola tries to get him set. Fires to the middle. Left side, it's Wallace. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Gain of 31 on the play. First down for the offense.
And the Nittany Lions, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So 1st down here as they go back to work. The corners are walked up tight. Keeps it on the ground. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Play action, Dylan Raiola. Rolls right. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
They booted away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Rush is on. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Big hit knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Turns into the pile. On his feet at the 40. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. A good break there as the penalty gives them the 3rd down conversion. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Takes the handoff, and he's going right.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the move, it's Martin. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Drives inside. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And it'll be down right there.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the Gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it, Nice coffin corner kick.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Can't get him to the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. The give to the back. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on first down. Back to throw, it's Wood. Looking left. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Raiola to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They're all over it. Right on target this time. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. The handoff. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be second and 7. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Buying time to his right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quick give. It's Nelson. Shakes off the defender. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Out wide right, it's Ship. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the number 8 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's Georgia on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon.
So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the team.
Makes a grab and room to run. The 50. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34, and what an electrifying play.
And that shows up in the stat column as an explosive play for this quarterback, but it was a very simple RPO. Get the ball out, and then guess what? My dudes are better than your dudes. And getting it to him on the perimeter, letting him make plays, all of a sudden, he's way down the field, and it looks like a long completion for this QB.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Wood. Out wide left, it's Ship. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Cornhuskers are marching down the field. Running inside, it's Nelson. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They give it to him again. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
The Huskers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Trying to slip through and pick it up. He is stopped well short of the 1st down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Their first possession of this 3rd quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Looking for a gap. It's Martin.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. keep it on the ground. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Now here's Raiola. Flush to the left. He'll pull it down. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
The give. Pass to 6. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more...
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Hits inside. It's Nelson. They were all over it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like, now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Using his legs, it's Martin. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Rides to the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Trying to squeak through the pile.
And that's why it's so important for this offense to be able to keep these third downs manageable, because you have the entire playbook at your disposal. They don't have to throw the football on that third down situation. Instead, they can run it. And anytime you give this guy the ball, he's a house call waiting to happen. He showed you there on the long touchdown run.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Brought down.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
To the air, it's Wood. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Ship. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Just smothered on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Long way to go on second down. They'll move the tight end. Here's Raiola to throw. Look out. And as he throws, he almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads, because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
He wants to go deep. Got it. To the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. Going for the big play. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. He got a step and just dusted the field. And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And after the extra point, it's a one-possession game, down 21-13. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's past the marker. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. Give to the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those 1st downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run. Sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's the 4th quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
All right, offense cooking right now. That's a nice pass and catch, a big gainer, and it now sets the offense up down in the red zone.
The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeps it, looking for the edge. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Making the adjustment. Back to throw, it's Wood. Escapes the pressure to his right. Headed to the end zone. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And he does every single thing right on that play. Late in the game, you're trailing. You need to get this 1st down, but you got to try to save as much clock as possible.
And this will be caught. Touchdown in the final minute. We're a 2-point conversion away from a tie.
Wow, unbelievable. This is crazy.
What a big play here as they try to tie it up with the 2 in the waning moments. The snap sets up to throw. He's got it. The 2 is good, and we have ourselves a tie game.
Great job executing the two-point play. You've now tied it up. There is some time left on the clock. Kickoff team, defense do their job, and we are going to OT.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And, man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing off.
The extra point is good. And now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
Nebraska, 21.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Wood. Left side is Ship. They're working against the clock. He's out of bounds after a pickup of 12.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
He's taking a deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Looking for space, it's Wallace. And he's brought down after a short gain.